Alright, you're going to listen to me today. I'm trying to give you a moment. Alright, you're going to listen to me today. There we go.
With exclusive games you won't find anywhere else, FanDuel Casino is your shot at the #1 team, which is still winning, better than number 85, getting away from it all, especially at Over Toronto.
And you guys are also going to be listening to Ride the Cyclone with me. This is what I do every stream. Because I've noticed they don't restrict anything. I also really like Ride the Cyclone. Hello. That's nice. The title is Draw With Me. But yeah. Thank you for being here and drawing while watching me.
But rather what it says on my legal path as a pre-card machine. I would design to predict the exact cause, time, and place of someone's death. A rather morbid function, I grant, which is precisely why I...
May I ask what you're drawing? Because I'm drawing Red Hood. Of course, I'm obsessed with him. This is either my 14th or 15th drawing of him.
Able to predict the demise of anyone who stands in front of me. I am incapable of ever expressing it. I can even predict my own demise. I always do. Tonight, in this warehouse, in a little over an hour.
I draw him the most out of all the Bat Family characters. I was obsessed with Dobby, but I didn't draw him quite as much. Also known as Toya.
In a little over an hour, Virgil shall chew his way through the rubber, riding down on 200 volts of electricity, instantly killing us both. But there is nothing more fixed than death. I decided for tonight's entertainment, Virgil shall break the veil.
Sorry if, suddenly you hear scraping noises, any random noises. My mic on my tablet is on the side with
the first rule, one that has baffled theater goers since the days of Aeschylus. The armrest to your left is yours. The one to your right is your neighbor.
It's on the side with my power button and the volume buttons. So if I'm on it, I usually use it vertically. So I'm constantly rubbing against it when I'm doing things. I didn't know where it was located for the longest time. So I'm so sorry about the random audio stuff. I gotta put on my do not disturb. But yeah, I didn't know where the mics were. There's two, because this is a Samsung tablet for some reason. Hello, Felix. Really? Fair.
Tonight might be
Oh,
just a
hello. Welcome to my stream.
individuality in a mass spread. Lumped together as our six saints driving after media. In my part in the story, I read all of the children's fortunes. I felt their hopes, thoughts, dreams, knowing they would board the green roller coaster and couldn't tell them no. I even suggested that they ride the sun. Tonight, I conjure the St. Cassian Chamber Choir, who an hour before their deaths participated in a singing competition in the Uranium City Band.
I thank you, dear Executive, for considering the St. Cassian Chamber Choir for our senior concert. We are thrilled to be here yet again at the Kiwanis International Singing Competition. Last year they came in second place.
They were the only choir in competition.
This just shows the high standard of excellence at Kiwanis. Even in competition against yourself, you can still walk away a loser. Constance,
Thank you, my drink.
our first song was written by
Oh,
our
shit.
choir conductor, Father Louis P. Martin. He was inspired by traditional African folk music, specifically the line music. Here is his homage to our very own fall fair.
Sorry, I'm struggling to open my water.
Tonight, my apology.
Oh.
Humility by way of a concert.
I've not been feeling well for the past 2
concert of
days.
the now deceased St. Cassian
I
Chamber
think I had
Choir.
food poisoning a few days ago, though. Because work. Anyways.
Tonight, I wish to give them the chance to express not what they were perceived to be,
Anyways,
but what they
if
dreamt
anyone
they
has
were.
any questions they'd like to throw
Tonight,
my way,
we shall
please put them
raise
in
a
the chat.
middle
I'll
finger
answer
to
to the
that
best
most
of my
ruthless
ability.
adjudicator called time.
Also, if anyone is a subscriber of mine watching, the reason why the gotcha content has fully stopped, I don't actually do that content anymore. I'm trying to move towards art stuff. I know it'd be easier to start a new channel without all my videos, my popular gotcha videos. But I don't want to move to another channel to restart all this over again. I'd rather just stay here on my existing platform and just try to move towards something I enjoy.
Now I'll never graduate. I hope I wiped my browser history clean.
Again, if anyone has any questions, you can throw them in chat. I will answer them as best I can. Please make them respectful as possible. As a reminder, I am not a girl, I'm a boy. My voice might sound like a female, but yeah, it's the audio. Anyways, please do ask any questions as long as they are respectful. I do not care. I will answer as respectfully as possible. But to ask any questions, I am sure to answer.
Can you promise that? Buy your tickets to the live every minute each one. I can't unreal save
I am also an adult, so yeah. I don't have an age limit on my content, but sometimes I'd actually prefer if it was not anyone under 16 watching my stuff, but I know I cannot control that. So if you are under 16, do know I don't want you guys watching my content because I am an adult and I don't want children watching my content. I'm friends with some people that are minors, but I'm respectful enough to not interact with them in ways I'd interact with my adult friends.
Greetings, children. It's time to play.
Play?
Those people, they know
Who are you?
they are
Ocean
close.
O'Connell Rosenberg.
They're like at most 3 to 4 years younger than me. It's not bad. I'm not interacting with them in like romantic ways. I will never interact with them in romantic ways. They are children to me.
I've taken the liberty of choreographing a few of your moves in advance. Don't bore us. Get to the chorus. But I assure you, your will is your own. Let's play.
What is this, like a game?
Ocean has selected game mode.
What? Guys, really, I didn't. What game?
A game with fabulous prizes. Like a stale pack of menthol fools. A succulent Hello
If
Kitty
anyone has any
cupcake.
questions, please ask
A
them
limited
before I
edition Iron
promote myself or
Maiden
something.
t-shirt, still bright with the thong of the Connie that wore it.
Look, where are we?
Perhaps you might be interested in the grand
And if you're wondering what's in the
prize,
background, that is Ride the Cyclone. If you are
One
curious,
worthy contestant will be
it is
brought back to life
the
to
musical
live beyond
version.
the
It's not the
cyclone
Spotify version,
accident.
it is the live version, which is probably why people sound differently. I've also noticed some things were removed in certain ones.
The grand prize to live again.
That's way better than a healthy cupcake.
Meet Constance Blackwood. Catchphrase?
Sorry.
Anyways,
Why not?
if anyone has
Sadly, I
any
only ever
questions
possess the power
or
to bring one
just wants to chat, please don't be afraid to type in the chat. I do not
one
buy
who
it.
wants to win it the most shall redeem the loser in order to complete the whole.
That doesn't make any sense.
I trade mostly in prophecies that don't make any sense until they actually do.
Coincidentally, where the microphone is as well, is where if I'm not using my stylus pen, I can put it on my tablets
Even in death, I've had escape.
as well, so it's not fun.
The afterlife. Well, it's right, Satan. Well, great.
Meet Noel Ruber, aspiring poet laureate, catchphrase.
Being the only gay man in a small rural high school is kind of like having a laptop in the Stone Age. I mean, sure, you can have one, but there's nowhere to plug it in.
But that's not fair. You didn't tell me there were only 3 questions.
I believe I did. After the fact.
Well, that's pretty passive of you.
I am under the firm belief that it always can. Allow me to introduce you to the mystery contestant.
I love Linda. She goes in such a mood. Any new viewers, if you have any questions, please throw them in chat. Don't be afraid to chat. I do not bite.
or who I used to be. My life, an unsolved mystery. From ashes I was made, and ashes I return. And so I walk alone, wonder why.
This is not the usual things I watch while I'm drawing, but I will not put what I usually watch while drawing because I don't like to expose people to what I watch because not everyone wants to watch horror things, and so I will not make everyone listen to horror things.
Meet Jane Doe. That's phrase.
When a lioness has children, she stops making love to the lion. The lion gets jealous. Sometimes so jealous he
But I mean, you guys are here and interested in content. It either came from creepypasta videos or my Undertale videos. One of the two. I want to see what my most popular video is real quick.
No, I can't get any Wi-Fi out in these streets.
Meet Misha
Okay, my most
Paczynski.
popular video is a creepypasta gotcha video.
Catchphrase.
It's never going to be fully completed because when I lost a lot of the characters designs for it because changing phones since then.
And finally, Richard Park.
And
Catchphrase.
also because I don't.
I knew I wasn't wrong through this world. Unlike the other kids, I was always in a safe
I was not.
that realm called outer space.
I also delete the app.
Thank you, Jane Dench. It appears your
I deleted the app, and also I don't make that content anymore. I don't plan to make that content anymore. I also lost the videos I had planned for that. So yeah. There's
Ocean
an also cool
Rosenberg.
reason
You
why I
are
don't
first.
do all this gotcha stuff anymore.
If only you hadn't burned off
I
those
did
three
it.
questions right at the top.
I was at risk of harassment by old friends. They didn't like that I would occasionally keep them anonymous. I would cut them anonymous, of course. But my former friend group did not like that I occasionally talked about them in the shit they filmed with me.
Sure. I'll go first. I just want to say two things. I don't know how it is in your culture, but in ours, playing games with people's lives around the table, super illegal. Second,
I kept them anonymous to make sure they didn't have any bad issues come to them, any bad issues come to their
Born December
newer friends,
22nd, Capricorn,
and any issues
the
come with their
ambitious
fans.
nature.
So if I ever vented, I kept it anonymous. Didn't mention people's names,
The bumper
but I
car.
knew to keep
Ocean
a
was born into a
documentation
family
of the bullshit.
center humanists who moved to northern Saskatchewan to live a carbon-free lifestyle. The hemp needlepoint sign above the household's toilet read, "If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, scoop it out with your hand and put it in the compost." Yet in between all the drum circles,
Like, they've
mopses,
literally
parables, and cheese
harassed me
sandwiches
into
made
silence.
from human
I still have my platform.
Ocean could never shake the
Because I
feeling
can't
she wanted
really
to wipe
harass
sheets of her family.
someone with barely
Only at the
anything
age
in
of 8
silence.
when she found amongst
It
her
makes them
parents'
look
record
bad.
collection an album
But
called
I don't
Awkward
think they
People.
actually care.
The cloying positivity of this pro-capitalist gaggle of teen crooners brought tears to her eyes. Perhaps the peppiest thing Halliburton has ever produced. High school president, straight A
I know
student,
people who've
Ocean O'Connell
seen
Rosenberg, the most
the documentation of their bullshit,
in town.
but I think that person would check if I wanted to share that first
colleagues,
before ever talking about it,
ominous levels in the scene.
because I was harassed. I was put into silence. And if I wanted to talk about it, I would want someone to, if someone wanted to talk about it, I would want them to check with me first.
Our Mary Main Street for her Joe six-pack. Sure, she has some serious self-esteem issues. Why wouldn't she? Look, I've seen enough reality TV to get what you want us to do here. Who's the best? Sure. Grades, humanitarian ethics, extracurricular activities, spiritual mastery of both Judaism and Catholicism, nailed my confirmation and bat mitzvah in the same week, and I'm not even writing about that because this is against my Jewish beliefs. I am the best by any metric of society. I get that. But if that is how worth is measured, I want no part in it. Look, some of us are left-wing, some of us are right-wing, but the last time I checked, it takes two wings to fly. We are community, we are family, we are the world.
What's I going on about again? Yeah, the person who knows the full extent of the harassment that I went through, I hope that if they ever want to talk about it, they come to me and say, hey, come use the document you gave me, you let me see, as a way to expose these people for harassing you and not ever apologizing for exposing you to your family, your online profiles to your family.
Okay, it's clear I'm the top of this class. These folks here, well, they pump the gas. Fetch me a coffee, shine my shoes. Some of us are winners, some we're born to lose. You got the sandwich, artists and security.
I hope they, if they ever want to talk about stuff like that, they come to me for it because I did correctly give them the document. And I'm like, hey, yeah, this is bullshit I went through when I was like 14, 15.
Seriously? This time here, he's raring to fail.
Especially 15 too. Like, I don't know why people expect high schoolers, especially freshmen, to fully understand everything they have to be responsible. I barely understood what happened in my life. Especially if the people criticizing them are like gonna be freshmen or like are gonna be able to soon be able to graduate. What do you mean you're criticizing someone much younger than you? If you're a 16 to 17-year-old, why are you interacting with such young artists, young people anyways, in your fan base, and why are you making them your friends, and if they look at them like you have the slightest way, why are you criticizing them like that? They're children. Your content is gotcha themed. Your content was gotcha themed, so you're gonna expect children to interact with your content. Even if you don't want them to, children will interact with it. They'll lie about their age to interact with you. I didn't lie about my age because I was very honest. I'm like, hey, I tried to keep it a little secret because I didn't want to reveal my age to people I didn't know or know at the time. No, I literally had it as a goal if I hit 100 followers on Instagram, I'd reveal my age. That's how secretive I was about my age.
Whoever is brought back to life will be brought back by a unanimous vote from each and every member of the choir.
What?
Whoever comes back needs a unanimous vote from the choir.
But if I would have known that...
You wouldn't have called everyone
That's was
your
when I was a minor,
protector.
though.
There's
I'm no longer a
myth
minor.
going about your superiority in song, culminating in you standing on top of them in a human
But I also
pyramid.
did make sure I did not get myself into any adult
That would
spaces while I was a minor,
strategy.
because it was inappropriate for me to be in those spaces.
What? You just told your best friend that her greatest achievement in life will be to become an organ donor.
And usually a melody person like the lyrics listening to fun. Organ donor, is that what you said? I was in the moment. Sorry, Constance, I didn't mean. It's okay. Really super hurt. Do you want to know what I find kind of really super hurt? Maybe later, think what's up. Sorry. What I did there is exactly what you shouldn't do in this competition. You guys know I love you. Misha, I love you. I even pretended to leave in your imaginary fiancé.
Yes.
It's my real fiance.
Anyone in the chat, ask questions, because I don't want to go on rambling about my life. I want people to ask me questions. So ask me questions, start conversations, please.
Drink on board.
Your cousin was in grade 4. He had to get his stomach pumped. No, I love you. You challenge my preconceived notion that all these dudes are fun to be around. I love you. I got you into the choir, and you couldn't even talk or anything. I have abilities at all.
Yeah. And then I wrote that roller coaster. Hey.
And her? Even this thing gets a vote tonight, huh? We're not the least bit concerned she's gonna try bringing back her headless doll. But I love her. My song was a cautionary tale of hubris. You guys know I love you. I love you. I love you. I freaking love you, okay? So for my real number, I'm going to sing about how much I love you guys. This song is simply called I Love You Guys. I love you guys.
Jesus Christ on a bike.
No Reuben, born March 5th, Pisces, sign of Passion.
Okay, I don't know if I'm the only one who's listened to Website Quote and found
Very early on in
Ocean.
life, his mother
Unbelievable.
realized two things.
Again, I am sorry about that scratching noise. If you just heard it, I'm sorry. Again,
Acted out Harry Potter.
I have two mics. Both are on the side of my tablet where the power button and the volume buttons are. I cannot stop that from happening because of where they're located. Usually they're located by the charger port, but they're not. I'm sorry.
I feel like this one election.
And then we must hang ourselves immediately.
Or we could just go to the manger, Joseph.
Aspiring iconoclast, no Reuben, the most romantic boy in town.
I've seen the movie, The Blue Angel, about 1,000,000,001 times. If there's something better on this earth than Marlene playing Lola Lola, the heartless booze hound parlor, I don't even want to hear about it. I tried to go to every Halloween. And I'd go with something like C-3PO. But in my heart, I was Lola Lola dressed up as C-3PO. That was always my Halloween costume set text. Mom told me.
Anyways, if anyone has any questions, please throw them in the chat. I would have loved to answer any of your questions, but I have one request. Please be respectful. Please be appropriate. Do not ask any inappropriate questions. Don't ask questions you wouldn't ask a stranger.
The wrong country, the wrong era. I wanted to feel, goddammit. I wanted bad love. I wanted a man that would drive me to drink. I wanted to wake up in an alleyway, in my own vomit, missing teeth. I wanted to drink myself to death on the cup of life. Anyone who hasn't experienced the ecstasy of betrayal knows nothing about ecstasy at all. Jones and I was a sexual provocateur and a novelist. I never wrote a novel. I had sex. What's that?
I was hoping you could tell me.
I want you to talk about
I think the only thing by the cycle technically gets copyrighted is either Noel's Lambert
The Noel Gruber Hungry Ombre Meal. They
or
catered your funeral for free.
the final
They
song.
even played Christina Aguilera's Beautiful on the bagpipes.
I only said I liked that song once. Ironically. Joke is my final song. All of those wasted hours, not a horrible mall dreaming.
I feel this is a perfect occasion for a song about affordable Mexican
But like, it
cuisine.
doesn't cause any restrictions. So, like, use anything from the musical. Like, you can still use the musical stuff. It was just copyrighted for a moment.
In my life,
You don't get restricted anywhere. You just get a copyright against you. It's not anything bad. It works. You can still do a lot of things.
I was Monique Chabot in post-war.
I only discovered this because I played it on stream once, like a couple streams ago. Like last week, sometime last week. Or was it Saturday? Not Saturday. I don't know.
A good girl's calling the cow bicycle. Don't knock it till you drive my like a sin. Oh, Claude, my pimp, knows never messed with me. The last brick did that faded quick to black. I have no idea where to find the officers. But if you please mention that, I'd like to have returned the pretty note that I stuck 10 times in his back.
I sing songs until the break of dawn. There's a new man every night. My life's one ending harmful. Brothers shooting running lights. I want to be that fucked up girl. Yeah, if my voice when I'm singing sounds kinda choiry, it's because I was in a choir when I was younger. Like that was like 2 school years, but still, it was still a choir experience. I sing songs until the break of dawn. With a new man every night, my life's been ending horrible. Cause in flashing lights, I want to be that fucked up girl.
Somehow I saw my love for a love in some restless Chinese sky. And I warmed myself with I catch typhoid flu. Light of day. What this feels down to my son, do you have any final words to the Lord you'd like to say? Tell him that like him, I choose to burn out rather than play away. For I sing songs
Until the break of dawn, I embrace a new man every night. My life's one ending carnival. Third who's the rising lights. I sing songs till the break of dawn. There's a new man every night. My life's one ending carnival. I want to be that girl. I want to be a I don't have the windpipes for that. God damn it.
That was. No! No!
Oh shit, wrong one.
You play this.
My bad.
This is.
1, 2, 1 more.
Champion Noel's journey of sexual discovery? Has he dropped the song in the actual chorus?
No wonder I was really confused where the fuck it was. The funny thing is, I was a soprano when I was in high school. I mean, when I was in middle school. I just can't reach those notes anymore as I have gotten older. I don't think I was a soprano to begin with. I think I was in altos who was trying way too hard. Because eventually, I couldn't reach those notes during the winter because I'd get so sick. Actually, my asthma would flare up, and so my lungs wouldn't have the capacity to sing.
Why don't you protect your imaginary fiancé?
He's no Wi-Fi.
Noel didn't even talk about anything real. It was just a song about him wanting to be a sex worker in the old-fashioned days. What is even the moral of this song anyway? What does it teach you? What's the lesson?
Not every story has a lesson, Ocean.
Well, every story has a lesson. Every story story's got a lesson. A simple moral to be told. Come always tell me twist and turn. Every song can lead to more. A nugget of wisdom solid gold. Solid gold. Hey, Nisha, what's your favorite story?
Easy. Soft fight.
Well, every story has a lesson except top 5.
Soft fight has powerful lesson about fundamental corruption of financially driven medical insurance providers.
Oh, hello.
Morally sick to make dollars, right?
Sorry. I was really distracted. My bad. Hello, welcome to my stream.
Well, besides the ass part, good. I'm not even gonna try. Content hit me. Well, I don't know these stories. Could be ridiculous. Name some of the stories you read in school. The outside.
I am not from Brazil. I'm from America, if that's what you're asking.
See in school?
And I
Don't smoke. At that
do not know
totally does.
Portuguese, so I do not know what you're asking
Being weird. Maybe a
about
mandatory
the
retirement
Portuguese.
is such a bad idea. That's not me.
I barely know any language. I do not speak Portuguese. I'm sorry.
Really? Oh, that is a genre. See? It doesn't tell a story. See? What?
Oh, it's not the. It tells the story of where we all came from. It's the ultimate origin story of the entire human race. I think it's messed up to live in a world where we celebrate violence and demonize the very act of love. Why not in Africa?
Bye.
Magical.
Have a nice day.
Saying porno is magical. You're mad? I'm never mad at you. I'm just frequently disappointed. But I'm still distracted. I'm still thinking about the time those boys.
Why? So just because I'm on gangster don't automatically make me homophobe? It's not cool to be homophobe in that game no more ever since Macklemore got saying love. That shit was emotionally devastating, yo. How to get this party started, make money, tough to make the rent.
Misha Baczynski, born August 18th, Leo, sign of aggression. Favorite ride? The shooting gallery. Misha was conceived in a little town outside Odessa in the Ukraine by a factory worker named Tamara. His mother, after being part of the cleanup crew in Chernobyl, was dying of prolonged exposure to uranium. Wanting her son to be safe, she decided to put him up for adoption. Forging his birth certificate, she claimed he was 2 years old and was recently potty trained. When Misha came to Canada, his adopted parents were surprised to see their toddler had 5 o'clock shadow and a slight trace of alcohol on his breath. They put him in the basement, and his adoptive mother would prepare food and leave it for him on the top of the stairs. On the rare occasion he would run into his new parents, the mother would weep, and the father would shoo him away like a horsefly. So began an inexhaustible rage. He turned to the last bastion of pure strength and masculinity in society, self-aggrandizing commercialized hip-hop.
I may have to end
This is how Misha
stream
became the angriest
because
in town.
I forget that streaming and running Clip Studio Paint on my phone tends to overheat it.
People always be hating on me on my next skills because I am best rapper in all northeastern Saskatchewan. Grab your dicks if you in the 306, bro. You might know me as Bad Egg on the YouTube. I am well known there. That's where I met my shorty, Gary. She is from here, from my country, and she gave me mostly positive feedback on my YouTube comment wall. And then we became made passionate all-night lovers on Facebook, Twitter. We made love with each other and I made language on all the social media networks. She is now my fiancée. We were engaged. I was saving up to move back to Ukraine, and we were too much passion. Now rage. I have no respect for this country. In fact, you want to know what this Canada is a leading supplier of the whole world? 2 things: mustard seeds and uranium. Great for hot dogs, yes, but not so good for Ukraine. So thank you for killing my mother and for indirectly killing me. Feel the rage, and when I rage, I rap about money and auto-tune. Auto-tune will never die. Hit the beat. Yo! This is a song to tell you that what you is what you got. And I'm here to say, I am the money. What you is what Stations up on my 60-inch, spreading the blankets in the bag. The styles all tapped. We touch bros from Tiffany still in the bubble wrap. Track lights glowing like nuclear sciences. Sparkling all over my stainless steel appliances. I'm shining like Midas. I'm the king of the chain. Everything I touch goes bling, bling, bling. My life is awesome. This beat is awesome. Yeah, I'm singing. My life is awesome. This look is awesome. Yeah. Then we're rolling in my city with the pumped up bass. Blue lights glowing, the vipers on my
Oh shit, I remember that one. My man.
all night. We start to get the munchies, so we
Oh yes, it is Jason Todd. Thank you for noticing.
them out of the Hard Rock Cafe. Here come the hotties, here comes the valet. Front of the line, we don't need ID. My life is awesome. This beat is awesome. Your lights are awesome. I'm singing. My life is awesome. All the tunes are awesome.
Sometimes I hate drawing his hair sometimes, so I just draw on his hood a lot. Sometimes I add his face mask, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I add his helmet. I don't know what to do sometimes. I really like drawing his hair though. But it's hard to like make it fluffy. I like drawing fluffy hair. This is my 14th or 15th time drawing him. Sounds bad. That I don't remember how many times I drew someone.
Race has subsided. Come on. I am vulnerable now. This is Julius Demeshek.
I'd have to check my. I just locked it right. My bad. Come on, Mohu. Unlock the bitch.
My girlfriend. My son. Maurice.
But yeah, Jason Todd is one of my favorite Robins. My brother keeps calling him the fucking Punisher of DC, and I hate it because
When I look into your almond eyes, I do not
that's
see the
just
world as end. But no, I must be
simplifying his character.
I want to take
I
all
feel like
the
it was
pain
released.
from your soul and bring it your passion factory of my heart, transform it into functional joy. I want to take your hand by the sharing of grief, and with all you bring as wicked stick is my life, and we shall sing and dance and drink.
I feels if Jason deserves a little bit more respect than being compared to someone like Punisher, because I don't think he's Punisher. I don't think he should be compared to Punisher, because Punisher is someone Jason would actually kill, because how he treats people.
The ultimate of your maidenhood.
My personal, my what I'm streaming on, not my. Other. sorry, that was sorry, the random noise. That was me getting my tablet out of its case. It sounds bad, but can you guys even hear me? It's out of its case now, and it's like straight on the carpet. What's up? I'm feeling it. I'm putting it back in its case real quick. Did I make the cracks worse? Did.
Oh, but still. Number one, aluminum free bag.
We'll have to end stream after I'm done with this because
$6 meal, sausage, egg, cheese, medium coffee, and 6 delicious hash browns.
it does not. My tablet does not like to stream.
Starting at just $19.99 per month when you bundle with mobile. Plus, you'll get a free mobile line for a whole year. No hidden fees, just nationwide mobile coverage and reliable fiber-powered internet.
And run a drawing program at the same time. So I am going to have to end it when I'm done here, and I'm going to have to let it cool off before I do anything else. Before I
gets you an extra $100 off.
Because it does not want to actually work.
Only at General RV.
I could close things actually. Yeah, I'm gonna close things.
Why all the long faces? Would it help if I were to tell you what would happen if Misha met his love? Would you like to know the future that could have been?
Yes, I would desperately.
You don't want to hear that.
Why, what would happen?
You have a long and I feel better to leave without it. Whatever he can tell you will only ruin it.
I think what Nola's saying, in an extremely confusing manner, is love conquers all.
Yes, Ocean, that's precisely what I'm saying. Love conquers all.
What? Let's go now. You are men of words, my God. Love conquers all. Look at this. Damn, this is really
Look at us all. Bonding. Not even thinking about who we will vote for. But down in our youth, we all died virgins.
Constance? Just thought this seemed like a perfect segue. Not ready to divulge that information just yet.
Ocean, why aren't you talking like that? It's weird. It was maybe a truth. You know, I have a saying. I'm just a small town girl with a spring in her step and a song in her heart, and that song is a medley.
And while she talks and talks, Virgil chews and chews. Let's see her.
And that is why not everyone should have a library card. And you should vote for me.
The only thing I want for certain at this point, I would never vote for you.
Why?
You have no redeemable qualities. Even your best friend completely hates you.
I will vote for the Lord. The Lord will smoke hot.
Now vote for you.
And this is why you both sucked at math. What part of unanimous vote is eluding, you two geniuses? If you vote for each other, okay! No one else is going until I find out how everyone is voting!
Minus 10 points. Ocean O'Connell Rosenberg.
Points? What is it? 1
points come into this. How did I lose 10 freaking points?
For being a Spielberger.
What's a Spielberg?
What the hell is that?
Spielberger is a German word meaning party spoiler. On the other hand, given the context of German history, being a party spoiler might actually be a good thing. Plus 10 points. Ocean O'Connell Rosenberg.
You see he's just messing with me now? You don't think I get what's going on here? Fine. We are all scar parts. Everything is ruined. No, we're all just accidents.
No, there are no accidents. Kind of like how Dr. Lorenz tried to put this together on the computer, but the computer couldn't do it. Innocent assessment of perturbations of initial conditions or chaotic dynamic system leads to large variations. Chaos theory. However, the idea of the chance comes in at each stage of the process of our knowledge and we still know where the
If there's anyone who wants to ask any questions, please throw them in chat. I would love to talk to you guys. If I have no reason to talk to you guys, I might just mute the stream and see if that helps with cooling down my tablet.
level up.
Hello, anyone who's watching, I do not see you. And why do I keep hitting that? Trying to hit this.
With one another was when they drew pictures or fed the cats. They had 14 cats. From the time he was 6 years old and his knees began to buckle, Ricky was treated to the most appalling cruelty humanity can muster. Complete indifference. Far from growing bitter, Ricky developed an elaborate playground where he became his own
Quality
best
probably
friend.
just went
Ricky was
down.
the most imaginative boy in town.
Since we're Australian, I would like to talk about my religion. Well,
I don't know why it would. Don't chat if quality went down for you guys. I have a separate phone to monitor chat. If it went down on your end, send a thumbs down. If it didn't, send a thumbs up.
I guess you could say I'm pretty sexy on another thing.
It's for quality.
Well, thank you, monkey like that. I'm just a swinger! Stay safe! That's a man. You might see before you an ordinary man, an earthly illusion on the part of the cosmic plan. Yes, strong and cold ages and fear, those waters from outer space. Inform me, I'm the chosen one to sink his rebellion race. And so we are just a galaxy, a galaxy completely unique. Of the roots of diplomatic powers, destiny of the past to see. They look me as their daughters from the land of the king and strong. I know you've heard the legend of the sexy man women by Zora. What would you do in my place? Come here, boy, and man. The fate of the galaxy before you. Millions of lives in your hand.
If anyone wants to throw any questions into chat, please do so. I'm getting brave, and I don't want to be extreme if I'm bold. Please and thank you.
Let's dance, please.
to end stream earlier than I wanted to because it is overheating my tablet.
It gets weird. For there are war with K9, Count Douglas, the generals are all standing by. Oh my goodness, what have I gotten myself into? Why are they asking me? I'm a lover, not a fighter. But I told them I'm just a swinger, spacing it so I told them I am just a man, a space age man. That's all I am, but I wanna hold your hand, all your hands, as we make love tonight. I have no desire to rule the galaxy or to hold you close. That's enough for me. Making love in zero gravity. Alright, let's give you space babies. I'm gonna give you equivalents for every prophet that ever lived. Life is hard enough without making us to be dicks to each other. So friends, let's take care of each other. Oppose creeds and sexual needs. Live and let live. Love and let love. For love is the closest you can come to another person. Because it's the closest you can come to being another person.
If anyone's questioning what's going on in the background, it is literally just Rival Cyclone. If it isn't the musical, it's just that.
And then peace was restored. I guess that's what happens. When you're soaring space in the got your name. So I'll be back to the earth to show you the way. To bring the burning people to a brighter day. So we can sing a war party with love. And such a parodies, the pronounced song.
Well, that's literally what I do. That's like the thinnest that can be seen possible.
My first oyster.
Oh!
That's good. Oh, it's cold. We're in. I'm so excited.
I hate ads. I'm sorry.
I can see.
Richard Cox concedes, but his vote will still count toward the final judgment.
I understand why he conceded.
There's only one commandment in the Bachelor Man Bible. Don't be a dick. And choosing myself, that would be the ultimate dick move. Dude, you are so awesome in the afternoon.
Isn't he literally disabled too? It'd be easier for him not to move past cycle, because if you get reborn, he'd literally just be in pain again.
I guess all I have to say is this. If sacred places are spiritual lavatories of war, then make all places sacred. And if the holy
Because
people
I don't think
are looks for more,
he can
make all
fix
people holy.
any issues he had. He just has to deal with them again. My favorite one.
Jane Doe, the one unidentified body of the Cyclone roller coaster disaster. Everyone knew everyone in Urania, but no one could recall this member of the choir. There were rumors of a girl who joined at the last minute, but as the choir conductor, Father Marcus, died of a heart attack 7 hours after the accident, there was no one left to verify. Some believe that perhaps she was never in the choir at all. I never read her fortune. I sadly cannot tell. All one knows for certain is that a body was found in a St. Cassian uniform without a head.
Does that make him unreliable? Because he said he read all the kids' fortunes, but he didn't read Jane Doe's. So how did he read all their fortunes? If he didn't read Jane Doe's and can't identify her, how did he read all the children's fortunes if he didn't read Jane Doe's? Important question. Well, I find it important because he said he read all the fortunes, but Jane Doe wasn't read. Now you say you read someone's fortune, but you didn't. Just looking for your thoughts. There's also a theory that she was who she was becoming to begin with. Like, that's a theory that she was the person she was reborn into. But again, it is just a theory. It is not the truth. Sadly, we won't know anything about Jane because she's dead and there's no confirmation on who she was. No one's going to confirm a Jane Doe if the Jane Doe brings them a lot of tourists. In canon, the Cyclone incident, the Cyclone probably brings Uranium a lot of attraction. And so they're not going to try to solve her case because why put a name to Jane Doe with recent ish things? We don't even know what year technically Ride the Cyclone takes place in because the Ride the Cyclone incident doesn't really exist. It's never happened. But if it did happen, and it did take place in a certain area, why would they identify Jane Doe if it's within their town, their beginningly unknown hometown, a lot of attraction. Like why identify her if why identify her if it's bringing them a lot of attraction? They have 5 out of 6 of the victims identified, but they will not identify Jane Doe to protect themselves. Like, as soon as they identify Jane Doe, all that attraction they got is just gonna go away. Like, specifically, she's the reason why they keep getting attraction. Like, the famous Jane Doe things out there. Like, I think Lady of... a lot of them were on BuzzFeed Unsolved too. Maybe of the Isles or something.
That song is so overplayed. Let's come up with something better.
Like, they never identified her. I don't think they have. And I think it brings a lot of attraction to where the body was found if they don't identify her. Because if they don't identify her, where's the fun in that for them? Also, like, tragedies bring tourist attractions. Tourist attractions bring money. Sadly, tragedies also do bring tourist attractions. And that's why a lot of the places where tragedies have happened oh, that's what oh my god, I just repeated what I said. I'm sorry. Like, sometimes tragedies happen and sometimes people can't. But yeah, tourist attractions happen. And in those tourist attractions, sadly, because of these tragedies, people take advantage of tragedies sometimes. That's why there's a lot of criticism with the people who do true crime documentary things or podcast things while doing makeup, because people think that's just taking advantage of the victim of the situation by just doing makeup while you're talking about the most gruesome crimes.
Top down when it comes to phone, you have to come out to you. Okay. You think so? You make me weak just looking at you.
Like, people don't like things like this. Like, people don't appreciate.
People have names on pretend birthdays.
You could call yourself Santa.
What's a Savannah? Savannah is a special name I've been saving up. You can have it. It's everything I've been saving up has to go. It's a fire sale in my brain and everything must go. Bye. Mama, midnight.
I like Savannah.
So, you can have it.
And Savannah have the greenest sky. Savannah. The greenest sky.
Anyways,
That was nice of you.
another thing I need to talk about is I'm just gonna fire off things. Have y'all heard about the Brazilian Jenkins or like Astrino, any of the controversial TikTokers? Yeah. Two of the Brazilian Jenkins cats have been found. One was in a horrible condition. That poor cat, he is specifically an indoor cat. He literally, I guess apparently he wanted to go back into the house, and Drew, the baby daddy, wanted to throw the cat back outside. There's no way that cat was feral.
No, I do. I mean, I got 3 days since grade 1. I was working or something. I was building a life in you. Feeling satisfied doing
Yeah, if those cats were feral, like they claimed they were, they are not. Those cats are way too socialized to be feral cats.
Just learn to take a compliment. I thought my life had meaning. Turns out it didn't. Oh wow! Jumps on me! That's really affected me. Yeah, me too. Naturally, my death has affected you. Can't you just listen to us, stop making it all about yourself? Just touched me. It was such a good.
Constance Blackwood, born November 14th, Scorpio, The Secret Nature. Favorite ride? The Cyclone. The only honor Constance Blackwood was to receive in her short lifetime was Nicest Girl in Home Room, 3 years in a row. An award she secretly threw in the dumpster behind her local Kentucky Fried Chicken on her way home. When the children of St. Cassian signed Constance's yearbook, they wrote things like,
Wow, you seem so nice.
or,
I never really met you. You seem friendly.
those pages in Constance's yearbook were carefully removed with an X-Acto knife and burned. Constance Blackwood, the nicest woman in town.
I lost my virginity to a party to a party in a porta potty before I died. Like 3 hours ago. I just kind of poor now. You know, just tattoo on his arm.
Anyways, also, Ash Trevino has been banned off TikTok, but she is back on a new account, and she's already been blocked by me. I never go live on TikTok, so I'll never interact with her.
My mom and dad on the Blackwood Cafe. It's doing our families instead. But Blackwood have been feeding me rainy things to stay up in the morning. My family has 5 months.
I don't even interact with lives on TikTok. If I do, it's because they interest me. Like, if it's art themed, I'll interact with it, because art. Duh. Who don't like art? AI bros, actually, they don't like art. They don't like anything, actually, so.
Not sure if kids and all I could do was think horrible things. I really wish I could look up and see. I was so angry that I was born in the only family in New England that raised their kids to think it was okay to be working, living, and dying there. And it's all come to change in myself. Anyway, my beginning. I just wanted to get it out of my head. I just wanted to do it. So I didn't have to think about doing it.
I've just talking myself. Anyways, people on TikTok, depending on where you interact with, they can be nice. I haven't popped off on TikTok. I don't want to pop off on TikTok. Oh, oh, thank you, Lara Pop. Thank you for the compliment on my tried. Sorry, I didn't see your chat right away. Thank you, by the way.
All over the place, and when the screaming starts to stop. My heart jumped at the beginning just a second, but I didn't scream like the other kids, no. I was just soaking it all in. Because on a certain level, it was so wrong. I mean, it's like something unlocked to me. My heart welled up with all this love for everything. Images and all this feeling flooded into me, like rolling back into my government and feeling the big myself in my back. And I down to my monkey bars and to my headset. Smelling different mushrooms. Glue on my fingers and chewing it off. Listening to music and dancing around my room with going up to the phone and pretending I'm going to get this perfect story. Finishing an essay and doing an act. And tonight, Halloween, watching my baby brother dance naked to ABBA. Being in the corner, at the height of the Halloween chorus, and feeling all the voices drown in my throat. I started laughing like a crazy person, giddy with endorphins, all dancing leprechauns and rainbows and unicorns, streams of chocolate swirling round, flashing lights. There's no shame in loving my small town.
I have a 6-month free trial on this app. I will, after 6 months, I'll most likely be going back to my original drawing program after the 6 months. Or I might start paying for it. It's one of the two I'm gonna do. I like it. I wanted to try it for years since people started recommending it to people. It's Clip Studio Paint, by the way. If anyone's curious, this is Clip Studio Paint. Yeah, when this started becoming a recommended drawing program for people, I just wanted to try it, see if it was worth hype. If you understand how to use Photoshop, it's a bit of a learning curve. Thank you for the like. But yeah, if you understand how to use Photoshop, there's a tiny learning curve. But if you know how to use any other app, it's a huge learning curve. But if you know how to use Photoshop, it's a small learning curve. It did take me a bit, by a bit, I mean, it took me like a few days to figure this out. I think a few days. I'd have to figure that out myself. But it did take me a small amount of Clip Studio Paint. Almost finished. I started testing it on the 9th of this month. I started testing it 10 days ago. I started testing how to use it 10 days ago. 10 or 11 days ago. Because I found the image I was using. I sent to people to show I was testing it. And it was sent at midnight. So I either started testing it 10 or 11 days ago. Because I started on the 9th. I sent a picture in the 9th. So I started using it on the 8th. Okay. So I started using it on the 8th or the 9th, which is 10 or 11 days. Well, actually 11 or 10 days. I did my first finished drawing on it on the 13th. I didn't like how that one turned out, so it was a learning curve for me.
Final vote.
What is it?
Now available, Twisted Tea Light. Twisted Tea Light is the same real brew tea flavor you love with fewer calories. And with 4% alcohol, it's the hard iced tea that goes down even smoother. Keep the party going with a 12-pack.
I can't skip this ad. I'm so sorry.
Twisted. Ocean Rosenberg.
And then I've been using it majority since then. But I did a finished drawing on it. Like a fully finished drawing on the 13th. Then I did another fully finished drawing on the 15th.
In 5 minutes, all
which was 4 days ago. And I'm going to be back to doing another finished drawing in like
I'm not entirely sure.
If I just vote for myself,
today.
If I choose myself, the moral of the story is that humans suck.
That would be a valid interpretation, yes.
No, we are going to honor the original agreement. We will all vote on who comes back.
But yeah. Clip Studio Paint isn't hard to use if you understand how to use certain apps. If you don't understand how to use certain apps, yeah, there's a learning curve. If you have if your system, if you have like an iPad or a Samsung tablet, you have to use the Apple Pencil or the S Pen that comes with it.
And you all along I could never do it.
No.
S Pen is Samsung's digital pen. It's like their Apple Pencil. I'm a Samsung person through and through because that's all I grew up with using. I'm an Android user.
I made a new attempt to get to know any of your life. Not even your best friend.
I
Any of your life. It just
I
turns out it's the back of
think Clip Studio Paint is currently on sale. So if you would like to go buy it, I'd suggest go buying it now.
In some random accident. It could say that it's one that is younger than you just think. Unless you just count the years ago.
If you have a Samsung tablet though, and it comes on your system, then you can get, I believe you can get a free trial with it, like a 6-month free trial.
I probably can't remember any of it. You had a life.
Also, there is a bit of an issue with like if you get like the mobile versions, since my tablet's technically a mobile device. It's much different than the desktop version. And so if you
Democracy rocks.
As you will. Her name is Penny Lamb. Born April 7th, Aries, the lucky maker.
the tips that are out there for Clip Studio Paint, there's not many for the digital, they're mostly for the PC version. There's barely any for the mobile. So sadly, that's why it's a learning curve on the mobile. And like, what is to talk about? I'm almost done. Anyone got any suggestions of what I can talk about? I mean, I could recommend Clip Studio Paint. I just like, if you use IBS Paint, if IBS Paint is the app you use to make your art, don't fully switch to Clip Studio Paint because I find things that fully
And now you're probably wondering what happens next. That I couldn't possibly tell you.
like I don't do
But
my
I do know
sketches
this for
in
certain.
Clip Studio
After reading
Paint.
thousands
I
of
do my
human
sketches
fortunes,
in
my
IBS
final
Paint.
insight is the lucky number is 7.
To ride the cycle.
I love IBS. I love Clip Studio Paint. They're both good apps to use for arts. But if you use IBS and you haven't ever used Photoshop, because I've used Photoshop because I'm a certified graphic designer, I had to use it to get my graphic design certification. Yeah, but if you need to, if you got a graphic design certification and you've used Photoshop and you have your your Photoshop certification, your Illustrator certifications. I don't know what all certifications every class gives. I only know the certifications my class gave. I got an Illustrator, a a Photoshop certification, and a full-on certification for graphic design. So I can't tell you every graphic design class, but I can tell you it did take me 3 school years to get my certification, but that's only because it was a high school uh, class. So I spent like a few hours there. I didn't spend a lot of time. I spent half the day, half the school day at my home school. I spent the other half of my day at the building I was getting my certification at. Like my school literally provided transportation to it. I literally made stickers for my class because it was a project I had to do. And everyone was obsessed with making stickers because they were fun to weave. I know how to use vinyl. I know how to use sticker vinyl. I need to know how to use shirt vinyl. I know to be careful with like heat presses because they burn. Those get pretty hot, so never touch those. Treat heat presses treat like treat heat presses very cautiously. Like if you have to put a shirt on the heat press to like press on a vinyl, shirt vinyl, be extremely careful. What I didn't really like to do was like a two-colored design for my class because after a while the vinyl that wasn't like the top that was above the very bottom layer of the vinyl that would fall off. Oh, I found the Zoom build. So you just
reminders of your moderate
you just found
can make it hard to be there
out
when it
how
matters. If your symptoms aren't under
badly I don't understand this app. Oh no. It's a reference layer and it's not working. Anyways, actually, before I do my white line art thing, because I do that every single time.
This is not a boat, but rather what it says on my legal patent as a precognition machine. I was designed to predict the exact cause, time, and place of someone's death. A rather morbid function in my
I'm going
brain,
to do
which is
this.
precisely why I was,
Shadows.
turns out,
Because
being told
if I
the
don't add
place
shadows,
and time of your death
a
in front
shadow
of your family with a mouthful of
to
corn
indicate that
dogs
it
at a
is night,
fairground is the very opposite
no one will know
of fun.
that it's supposed to be night setting.
While I'm still able to predict the demise of anyone who stands in front of me, I am incapable of ever expressing it. I can even predict my own demise.
Also another thing before I
well,
forget.
in a little over an hour. Meet my executioner,
There is supposed to be a mechanic.
named Virgil.
Is this supposed to...
For the last 2
Pretty
years,
sure there's supposed to be a lasso
Virgil has been
fill.
steadily chewing on my power cable. In a little over an hour, Virgil shall chew his way through the rubber, biting down on 200 volts of electricity, instantly killing us both. As there is nothing more base than death, I've decided for tonight's entertainment, Virgil shall play the bass.
Oh, also, it restarted completely over again. So you're going to hear all of right cycling again. So if you don't want to hear
Even in my
it,
divine
sorry.
comedy, I'm well aware rats cannot play musical instruments. When you've been alone for as long as I have, you tend to anthropomorphize your friends. Before we begin tonight's amusement, let me lay down some ground rules. The first rule, one that has baffled theater goers since the days of Aeschylus.
I'm
The
going
armrest to your
to
left
get it
is
smaller.
yours. The one to your right is your neighbor's. If you believe both armrests are yours exclusively, you are part of the problem. Also, please turn off your cell phone. I assure you that none of the calls you are about to
After I'm
receive
done
will have
here, I
life-altering
am pausing.
consequences.
I am ending
Except
stream
for one of
because
you.
I have to. My device is overheating, and if I'm live too much longer, I think the quality of the stream will collapse or something will crash.
In a small Canadian town in the middle of nowhere. The former St. Cassian Chamber Choir, who on Monday, September 14th, would board the Cyclone roller coaster at 6:17 p.m. At 6:19,
After I finish this drawing, I am ending stream. I don't know if you guys could hear that part. After I finish the drawing, stream will be ended.
Tonight I speak of 6 teenagers, robbed of their individuality in a mass tragedy. Lumped together as our 6 saints by the national media. In my part in the story,
I do that.
read all of the children's fortunes. I felt their hopes, thoughts, dreams, knowing they would board the doomed roller coaster and could tell them no. I even suggested that they rob the site. Tonight, I conjure the St. Cassian Chamber Choir,
How did I...
who, an hour before their deaths, participated in a singing competition in the Uranium City Band.
I keep clipping it.
Here at Jupiter, for considering the St. Cassian Chamber Choir for our senior concert. We are thrilled to be here yet again at the Kiwanis International Singing Competition. Last year we came in second place.
They were the only choir in competition.
This just shows the high standard of excellence at Kiwanis. Even in competition against yourself, you can still walk away a loser. Constance? Our first song was written by our choir conductor, Father Louis P. Marcus. He was inspired by traditional African folk music, specifically the Lion King. Here is his homage to our very own fall fair. When the fall fair comes to town, step right up to the start of the season. On things that right, there's something for everyone. When the fall fair comes
Tonight, my apologies. A eulogy by way of a concert. The final concert of the now deceased St. Cassian Chamber Choir. Tonight, I wish to give them the chance to express not what they were perceived to be, but what they dreamt they were. Tonight we shall raise a middle finger to that most ruthless adjudicator called time.
Something's happened, feels like time before a fortune. Like my heart is racing, pounding in my ears.
This is the whiskey, all the voices start and watch the ground and rabbit comes and then he disappears. Wishing for a going back, falling through the air, I wonder how can this be?
How do we do that? All over again. Oh my god. Oh, hi! Thank you for subbing. Thank you. And thank you for commenting on my art. It's people are probably barely watching this because of when I started here. I started around a while ago. I don't know exactly when I started streaming, but it was probably when a lot of people are in school. I don't go to school anymore, so I don't know when you will get out anymore. Sounds bad. I graduated like last year. So I forget people I interact with sometimes are high schoolers. I don't interact with them inappropriately. I promise you that. I don't interact with anyone inappropriately. Unless they're my age. Like, I actually prefer people's ages before I interact with them. That's just me going on automatic defense is just not creepy. I'm sorry. If anyone's curious on what's going on in the background, that is Bite the Cyclone. I really like it. Ad! I'm gonna skip it real quick. If anyone else wants to, like, interact, that's fine. Oh, I skipped the ad in time, sorry.
Where are we?
The Twilight Zone.
Oh my god, Ricky, sweetie, you can speak.
It shouldn't appear so way.
Anyways, if any viewers have any questions, please ask them.
It's time to play.
I would love to answer any questions people have for me.
What is this?
I would love to talk about anything, actually.
That phrase?
Democracy rocks. What the heck was that?
Your catchphrase.
No, I mean me moving against my will.
In the interest of the expedition of time, I've taken the liberty of choreographing a few of your moves in advance. Don't bore us, get through the chorus. But I
Wait,
assure you,
moment, I will be right back. I'm pausing stream, and I'm going to be back with, like,
Is this like a game?
a lot of things. I don't like opening my gallery or anything else on camera, so I am pausing stream so I don't open anything on camera.
What game?
So, thank you all for being patient with me. I'm gonna pause. I will be back. Just be patient with me. I am back. Thank you all for being patient. I will be doing something real quick.
But that's not fair. You didn't tell me there were only 3 questions.
I believe I did. After the fact.
Now this could have possibly getting weird.
I am under the firm belief that it always can. Allow me to introduce you to the mystery contestant.
Import image.
Jane Doe is what the coroner said. They found my body, not my head. No currents came, and so they never learned my name or who I used to be. My life, an unsolved mystery. From ashes I was made, and ashes I return, and so I walk alone and wonder why. Did anybody just see themselves a little? Me neither. Do you want to brush my darling's hair? I'm really freaked out right now. Do you want to know what really freaks me out? Not really ever at all really sad.
Meet Jane Doe. That's great.
When a lioness has children, she stops making love to the lion. The lion gets jealous. Sometimes so
You want to hear me talk about anything? I'm bored.
think this will upset them.
Please, if you want, just
They never
put a
have
random
again like
thing in the
children never existed. Like I now do a parent.
chat you want me to help him. What do you want me to talk about? Because I'm bored.
I'm gonna stand a little farther away from the
No, I can't get any Wi-Fi out of this shit.
Misha Baczynski. Ukrainian bad boy, catchphrase. My voice to the sun is just audible to conceal that I am naked child wandering through the wilderness, holding in my hands my wounded fragile heart.
Mm, I swear I have.
The wiggity wiggity way.
And finally,
Oh.
Richard Clark. Catchphrase?
Ever since I was 6 years old, I knew I wasn't long for this world. Unlike the other kids, I was always in a place to face that realm called outer space. Thank you, Lady Marzipan.
I'm gonna pause real quick because I have to open my gallery. Be right back. Alright. I'm back. I just had to open something so I could just hit import and import the image.
But in ours, playing games with people's lives around the table, super illegal. Second, I really love your sugar red. It really brings out your eyes.
Ocean O'Connell Rosenberg. Born December 22nd, Capricorn, the ambitious nature.
It's literally so I have a watermark so no one can like steal my work. It's like faintly there, so if anyone's curious of where it is, it's like all over the place. You can't erase it.
Scoop it out with your hand and put it in the compost. Yet in between all the drum circles, Marxist parables, and cheese sandwiches made from human breast milk, Ocean could never shake the feeling she was the white sheep of her family. It was only at the age of 8 when she found amongst
And also I have
an album called Up With People.
I have a noise thing in here, so someone try to color book and do anything. I can't.
The peppiest thing Halliburton has ever produced. High school president, straight A student, Ocean O'Connell Rosenberg, the most successful girl in town.
Accepted, kindergarten, colleagues, friends, ominous novel from the table. I had a speech prepared for this very occasion, but I simply cannot read it.
How could you have speech over?
I am just going to speak from my heart. I've known most of these folks since pre-K. I love them all. Constance Blackwood, my best friend forever, my BFF. Don't interrupt. Constance is the salt of the earth. Our Mary Main Street looking for her Joe six-pack. Sure, she has some serious self-esteem issues. Why wouldn't she? Look, I've seen enough reality TV to get what you want us to do here. Who's the best? Sure. Great. Humanitarian efforts. Extracurricular activities.
The full stream will be available later for people to go through and see the entire process that was streamed live. Kind of live.
But it's not. It's not worth this measured. I want no part in it. Look, some of us are left-wing. Some of us are right-wing, but the last time I checked, it takes 2 wings to fly. We are community. We are family. We are the world.
Ocean O'Connell Rosenberg heroically conceived. I respect you taking the moral high ground. Next.
But I was just trying to prove to you that I was a person.
Duly noted. Next.
No! I'm urging you to make a responsible choice here for the betterment of humanity.
These people like me, not sitting around. You keep me down.
Okay, it's clear at the top of this class. These folks here will make
under the card.
He's no stand-up,
No movie. I watch a transformer
movie.
movie.
Thursday Coke and then you
Card.
no thanks.
I want a supersize.
Diabetes and
In a cup.
keep your head down and
Things
things
will
will
up.
go.
All I need is people like me. I'm getting around. And I'm making out of keep me down.
Seriously? This one here who's wearing a veil out of
7-Eleven and go straight to jail.
Maybe feel
No caffeine, no booze.
expressing himself with his homemade tattoos. Sacramento, minivan, 4 little friends. No steady man, do we really need another
Working donor.
Maybe that was a little hush. Love you. Oh, introverts. Candy Crush was a real sweet kid, but his brains are much. And what's he gonna do? Solve a Rubik's Cube? Oh, it's the guy thinking I'm here too. But the world
All I need is people like me. I'll spin it around. Keep me down. Zero, 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 zero. We still get zero. You're never gonna breathe. Katie, she's a freaking monster. Problem. I'm fully complicated, but I'm good.
Who's next?
Perhaps now would be a good time to say that whoever is brought back to life will be brought back by a unanimous vote from each and every member of the choir.
What?
Whoever comes back needs a unanimous vote from the choir.
But if I would have known that.
You wouldn't have called every one of your potential judges a loser, crowing about your superiority in song, culminating in you standing on top of them in a human pyramid? That did strike me as an unorthodox strategy.
What? You just told your best friend that her greatest achievement in life was you could become an organ donor.
When you tell me a melody person left a lyrics person truthfully, wasn't there what was that? I was in the moment. Sorry, Constance, I didn't mean. That's okay. Do you want to know what I find kind of really super hurt?
Alright. The drawing is fully done. Stream will be ending here in a moment after I export.
What I did there is exactly what you shouldn't do in this competition. You guys know I love you. Misha, I love you. I even pretend to believe in your imaginary fiancé.
It's not my imagination. It's my real fiancé on my telephone.
And this is gonna get saved real quick. Oh.
I mean, the only reason you're in the choir is because you stole 3 boxes of premium wine.
It was my cousin's birthday. In my country, it is sacred tradition to get
Alright,
drink on
bye-bye.
birthdays.
Stream's done. Have a good day or night, whatever time zone it is for you.